Good morning, everybody. It is a foggy day here. Right, bud? I know, it's so foggy out there. Wow, we have to figure out what we're going to eat for breakfast, buddy. And then, like I said, the world is our oyster. Does look like there's a little bit of rain coming in today, so we have to plan around that. But other than that, and not being able to go into the parks, we can do whatever we want to. All right, so we rode the elevators down to the first floor, and I'm like, I wonder where Picabu is. And then I noticed this guy on the wall. He's like pointing the way. And then there's like a very strange sound coming from that direction.
It smells good. I can smell the maple.
Ooh. But yeah, here's Picabu. There's a sign on the wall here. It says Picabu. And so on the app, it says that this is only open for breakfast on the weekends. But yesterday was Friday, and I saw a sign that's like, please join us for breakfast at Picabu.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that was for Friday or if it's the way it is now, all the time. Well, it looks like it's like a buffet where they're going to help serve us.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, this is nice. I like this. It's like fish tanks.
Yeah.
Weird. Huh. What a fun restaurant. Okay, let's see. Breakfast. Scrambled eggs, bacon sausage, and they have a grab and go section too. Seems like for lunch, which isn't set up right now, they would have tacos, burritos, burrito bowls, nachos, kids tacos. Well, you can get jackfruit too, so you can get a nice vegetarian taco. And then here are the toppings that you can get. Pepper jack cheese sauce sounds real good. Got some eggs, some bacon, some sausage, biscuits, potatoes,
Oh, the end is like the waffle stuff, so like the toppings for the waffle.
Oh, okay, which would be sliced
do
apples, wild berry, banana caramel sauce, or chocolate hazelnut sauce. And then grits and oatmeal over here.
So we're all done at Picabu, and I feel like that place is like stuck in the 90s. It's very like vintage, which is so weird to think that like the 90s is vintage now, but it is.
Yeah.
I was looking,
Lobby. We're gonna see if we can find Jen some coffee. Go to the right. Because there's a place over here called Fuel. And if Fuel doesn't have coffee, I don't know where will. So right here. Oop. Thank you. Is this the exit? I will say that Picabu seemed like it was a faster option than Fuel. Look at this line. How's your sandwich?
It's actually really good.
Jackson's going for the entire sausage right
Oh
now.
no, buddy, let me cut your sausage up for you. Here's a look at it. This croissant like bun thing is delicious. And I thought the pepper jack cheese was gonna be like too spicy in the morning, but it's actually really nice. It gives it like a nice, it's not as like bland, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Jackson's eating his little kid's breakfast here.
I will say that this is pretty greasy.
You can do it, bud. Here.
You got it.
You got it. It's on there. You did it. What? You can do it.
Do it, bud.
You want me to do it?
You're trying to share with Daddy?
No, you don't. You didn't want the potato?
Oh, you wanted to share with Daddy? Oh, you want my sandwich? Oh.
Oh, jeez. My goodness. Look at that bacon. Looks pretty good. And the potatoes.
The potatoes are pretty good, though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
want
the
bacon? What the heck? All right, we're all done with breakfast. It was pretty good.
It was pretty greasy, but the sandwich tasted really delicious. The pepper jack cheese was super nice.
Jackson liked everything. The biscuits and gravy, that wasn't your favorite.
No, the biscuits and gravy was like kind of grainy. Like it was more, it wasn't my favorite kind of biscuits and gravy, but I definitely do recommend trying the sandwich and trying the like regular breakfast.
Yeah.
And they had like other like coffee drinks and like you could do waffles. There were other things there. It was like the pretty standard Disney breakfast, you know?
Right.
So.
I had the biscuits and gravy, and at first I was like, but then I ate another bite and it kind of grew on me.
Oh, okay.
So I finished it off.
So there you go. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean you shouldn't try it. Try it. See what you think. Let us know.
Right now, we're going to go explore around the resort just a little bit, see what's around. I don't know if I've done a full tour of this resort. This won't be a full tour of it, but we'll just kind of see what's around.
They are setting up for the Food and Wine Classic, the food festival. It's kind of sunny out, which is good because I was nervous that it was maybe going to be a little bit rainy.
Yeah, it's raining real bad north of here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, fingers crossed it doesn't rain, or at least it doesn't rain too bad during the festival. But they're starting to set up like the tents.
Yeah, so like this black table here, I think will end up being a food location.
Yeah.
And then the tables back behind it are where you could sit and eat your food.
Another thing I wanted to mention this morning was really cute. Tim was getting ready and Jackson was just standing in front of this window right here and like people watching. There's nobody walking down this pathway right now, but there were people walking, I think getting their breakfast and stuff, and Jackson was like loving it.
Oh,
It was really cute.
We're actually out in front of the hotel right now. We're going to the car, but we parked right across from, this is a whole convention center over here. So Swan and Dolphin is a convention center resort. I like how these things feel kind of like the 5 elements from Fifth Element.
Oh.
Or the 4 other elements from Fifth Element. Because she was the 5th element. Spoiler alert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what is she?
She's the 5th element.
But like, what is she?
I don't know, humanity or something?
Oh, okay.
All right, we are down in the lobby of the Dolphin side of Swan and Dolphin. Really impressive decorating in here. I like these like glass beads hanging from the ceiling, and a really cool looking fountain here with lots of dolphins right underneath these glass beads. There's also a bar here in the center of the lobby called Fins. We've actually experienced Fins when it first opened. We'll put a link to that video in the description down below. What I'm really trying to find is like the pool area. Ooh, the Food and Wine Classic. Yeah. So I believe that will have been a different video for you, but we're going to the Food and Wine Classic tonight. I'm excited. Well, there's a Disney Planning Center where you can buy Disney tickets or get some information about Disney. Is this a touchscreen? No, doesn't do anything. It's just a slideshow. There really is some hip abstract art all around this resort. It seems like this resort is split up into 3 different areas. You've got the east elevators, the central elevators, and the west elevators. So I think there's like 3 wings to the resort. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, yeah, that sort of makes sense. Where are we? We're in the Dolphin. So there's the center area, the east, and the west. Where's the pool? Oh, okay, just kidding. It's just a confusing map. They put this exploded up there. So you can see it says Dolphin first floor and Dolphin third floor. They just wanted to let you know it was on the 3rd floor as well as the 1st floor. So we have to go over here and find the grotto pool. What's 14? 14 is the fitness center. Ooh, okay. We just need to figure out where we're at. 4 is Picabu, which is where we ate breakfast this morning. So down at the end of the hall is where we want to go. Okay, so if we just find Picabu and then head over. So I was just kind of over there before looking at the map, and now I'm heading down an escalator. The lobby is behind me. This is where the central area is, and this looks out on the fountain. And there's also a restaurant down here called The Fountain, which is like an old school soda fountain. They got burgers and milkshakes and things like that. Next to it is Todd English Blue Zoo. I guess Todd English is a celebrity chef, and Blue Zoo is his restaurant here. Ooh, voted top 6 seafood restaurant in Orlando by Zagat. Wow. What do they got here? Crab nachos. That pork belly bao sounds real good. Ooh, clam chowder. Ooh, there's more stuff. Butler steak. What's a butler steak? Huh. Looks kind of good. Steamed pumpkin nudie. I came over to the fountain to see what they have here. Got ice cream. They've got shakes and fountain specialties like floats and sodas. A fountain frappuccino. Ooh. Grasshopper, yummy. Peanut butter and jelly shake. Ooh. It's like retro modern though. Huh. I think this is just for like a to-go window, but I think they also serve burgers and other things here if you're doing the sit-down restaurant. This is where we're headed, to the fitness center, pool areas, and restaurants. There's another restaurant back here called Fresh Mediterranean Market. Let's have a look. Ooh, healthy, sustainable, and organic. Interesting. We get some smoothies in here, some wraps, BLT wrap, a burger wrap. This sounds like a lovely place to eat, especially if you're looking for something on the lighter side. Unfortunately, from looking at this sign, it seems like they're only open for breakfast now. There's nobody in here, and the tables are turned over, so don't think they're open currently. And it looks like it's a buffet for breakfast. Sounds kind of good. Huh. Oh, an omelet. I love omelets. Oh, we're back at Picabu. So this is where we were earlier. We came out of the west elevators and we got our breakfast at Picabu. Right around the corner here. Right in there. What's out here? Okay, this is kind of like the waterway. And I think I can see the pool over there. And it looks like Picabu is currently closed for lunch, but they are open for breakfast and dinner. And like I said earlier, I think breakfast is only on weekends, judging by what it said on the app. Wait a second. We can rent Swan boats here? I had no idea that could happen. Where do I rent a Swan boat? And I wish I had known that, because we could have done that today. That would have been amazing and super fun. Came outside to see the Swan boat over there. Also, there's a turtle in the water right there. You can kind of see his head sticking out right in the center of the frame. Look, there's Jen right there. She's editing the video, and I'm out taking a look around the hotel. Hi, Jen. So our goal today is to find out where the Swan boats are. I think I can get around to the pool over this way, so instead of going inside, well, I'll probably go back inside because I want to see like the fitness center and everything too, which we came out of this hallway, and Peekaboo's kind of at the end of the hallway over here. And our room is right up there. Like I said, I just showed Jen. Oh, there's more Swan boats. Oh man, yeah, you can see they're setting up for the Food and Wine Classic off in the distance over there too. All right, let's go inside and see what else we can find. There is a game room right here. It is very busy in there right now, which is interesting because I think it's one of the few game rooms at Walt Disney World Resorts that is actually open right now. There's also a guest laundry down here. A couple of laundry machines in there, so you could do some laundry if you need to. Oh, there's a place here called Camp Dolphin, which seems like it's like a kids camp or like a kids activity area. It says it is currently closed. Sorry for the inconvenience. And here's the fitness center. Let's see, I don't know if there's anybody in here right now, but let's go find out, see what kind of equipment they have in here. Nobody in here at the moment. Got some bikes in here. Got a Peloton. Got some treadmills. And then of course weight machines and ellipticals. What's this back here? It sounds like there's something else. Are these cold towels? That's so smart. Oh, kind of looks like it's like a yoga studio or something back here. And there's additional equipment. Okay, it's just additional equipment back there. Free weights, balance balls, but it does sound like there is somebody back there right now. But it is open 24 hours a day. This is interesting. Oh, some ducks hanging out here by the water. Just checking the Swan boats going by. And you actually rent them kind of at the end of this beach over here. So we can see the Swan. We're right next to the Dolphin. And then across the way over here is the Swan Reserve. So lots and lots of things to do here at all three of these hotels. There's like a play area, a sandy beach, and then there's a couple of pools. There's a grotto pool and then this other pool over here that is very packed. Just past the pool, we can see the construction site for the Swan Reserve. And I'm wondering if they're gonna put in some sort of like bridge over here, because you can see there's construction happening right here. So I'm wondering if that's what they're gonna do. It would make it a lot easier if they put a bridge in. That way everybody from that tower could use this pool over here, or the beach over here, or the playground over here. I think because they're setting up for the Food and Wine Classic, nobody's over here at this pool by the Swan. But there was a ton of people over at the pool for the Dolphin, and the one that's like called the Grotto Pool in between the two. Like a hot tub right here. And then it's just, I feel like it's just not as exciting of a pool. Also, the pool bar over here is not open, whereas over there by the Dolphin side, the pool bar was open. Wow. Yeah, I'm thinking it's because they're setting up for the Food and Wine Classic that nobody's over here using this pool. Giant chests too. I found out that the Swan boats are complimentary for those staying at the resort. But I wonder what the minimum age is for them. I wonder if Jackson could ride on them. Made it over to the Swan side. I'm gonna have a look inside of the Swan. It's interesting to see the difference between the Swan and the Dolphin. The Dolphin is gigantic compared to the Swan. I wonder if those rooms, I wonder if these are rooms up top. Like all the way at the peak of this. Kind of feel like those windows are blacked out. Like there is one room that's kind of off to the side over there. but maybe not right down the center. As soon as we walk in, over to the left is Il Molino. Looks like a nice little Italian restaurant here. Yeah, ooh, yeah. I always like a good chicken parmesan. We'll have to try this one night, for sure. Right across from Il Molino is a place called Chill Frozen Drinks. I wonder if it's like margaritas and stuff? Oh, it is. Oh, nice. And then we turn to the right, and we head down this hallway that leads us to some more restaurants. We've got Garden Grove over here, and we've got Kimonos. I want to look in Garden Grove because I think Garden Grove used to be character dining before COVID-19. Oh, okay. Kimonos is a sushi restaurant, also a karaoke bar, voted top 10 sushi restaurant by the Orlando Sentinel. Wow. Well, here is the menu. Asparagus roll, seaweed roll, cucumber squid salad, California roll, tuna roll, bagel roll. The heck is a bagel roll? Ooh, mochi ice cream. Red bean ice cream. Let's have a look and see what Garden Grove has for breakfast. We got oatmeal, overnight oats. I like how everything's like, it's like reading the title of a Friends episode. The one where everybody likes a parfait. Ooh, this looks good. I would eat here. Pancakes, lots of them. They love their ellipses here. Oh, and here's the kids menu. This looks really good. Also, there is a pastry kitchen back here where it seems like they're getting ready for the Food and Wine Classic. It says breakfast available Thursday through Monday, 7 a.m. to 11:30. But I don't think it is currently character breakfast or character dining. It used to be, for sure. Look at this, there's like a big tree right in the middle of it. Yeah, and I've heard that this was an underrated character dining experience because nobody knows about it, and so nobody ever came to it. Oh, there's like an atrium out here in the middle of the resort with a nice Swan fountain and some seating around it. Kind of looks like a couple of oh no, those are just tables, aren't they? I thought they were fire pits. I think they're just tables. Oh, there's another atrium over here too, so they're like right across from each other in the middle of the hotel. Huh. This side of the resort definitely seems calmer. Look at the beautiful artwork on the ceiling too. But there is also less over here. So like there is this Java Coffee Eats and Sweets place. But there's like, not seeing, it's not a very big, I guess it's fairly good size, but it's not too big of a quick service restaurant. Also, there's no line over here, whereas over at Fuel, there seemed like there was always a line. Look at this. This is made of chocolate, I believe. What is this? An old fashioned. Okay, so this is just like whiskey, sugar, and bitters. Wow. Interesting. It's like a quick grab and go place. You can get pre-made sandwiches, pre-made fruit, I guess pre-cut fruit, pre-made salads. And they also do sandwiches, ham and jam, grilled pimento cheese. Ooh, that sounds real good. And they said they do pizzas at night. Overnight oats, a parfait, chicken Caesar salad, vegan protein bowl. That's good to know. Pastries, brownies, cookies, cupcakes, bagels, muffins, croissants, and then of course coffees. But it looks like they have some of the specific Disney cupcakes as well, or Disney themed cupcakes I should say. So I was actually running around while Jackson was having his nap, and Jen just texted me and said Jackson's awake, so now I'm gonna head back upstairs and see the little buddy. All right, I'm back over at the Swan side, and I wanted to point out the gigantic fountain that is on this side. This is a pretty darn massive hotel, isn't it? So there you have it. That was kind of just like a day of wandering around the resort. kind of like we had some breakfast. I wandered around a little bit while Jackson was napping.
I was up here editing while Tim was like out looking at like the outside of the resort. And I think the coolest thing that you showed me were the Swan boats.
Yeah.
That was so neat. So I was up here and I was able to look down like at the lake with the hotel in the background and the Swan boats, and it was so cool.
Yeah.
I want to do that next time. I think Jackson will be old enough the next time that we stay.
Yeah, hopefully. I think so.
I think he was a little bit too little to do it this time.
Yeah, I think I didn't ask anybody, but like just looking at the way that the boats worked, I think they would let anybody on that has a kid that can like stay still in a seat.
Yeah.
So like because the two parents would have to be up front
Like paddling,
and the kid needs to be able to support themselves and stay in a seat in the back.
right?
Because there's not any seat belts or anything like that, but they do give you life vests.
Oh, there's no seatbelts?
No.
Oh, so there probably is an age limit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we don't know the age limit. We're sorry, but I imagine Jackson was definitely too young.
Yeah.
But I do hope to come back one day when he is a little bit older and get to do that. I think that would be really fun. I think he
Yeah.
would enjoy that.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So all in all, it was a good day. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's such a great resort.
So a lot of you guys left comments in yesterday's video or the check-in day video, and you were like, I love the Swan and Dolphin. It's one of my favorite. Every time we go, we stay here.
Yeah.
And I never really we've never really stayed for a longer than 1 day period of time. So to get the time to actually enjoy the resort and see like just all of the great things that it offers, it is really like just a pretty resort too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get it. I like it. I like it a
Also,
lot.
I think it's really interesting that Swan and Dolphin have so many food options.
Oh yeah, they do.
Like there's like 3 signature restaurants, like 4 quick service, a couple of grab and go. If you remember back when we were staying at Old Key West, that was one of our issues, is that it wasn't as much variety in food.
I think that was partially though because of coronavirus. Some of the places were closed,
Right.
and I think everything is open here.
For the most part,
It seems like, yeah.
there are like a few things that normally would be open for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner that are only open for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. So once everything gets back to normal, this place is going to be hopping, lots and lots and lots of food options.
Yeah.
So all in all, a fantastic day. And so with that being said, we are off. We will see you all tomorrow.
Tomorrow's checkout day.
Oh no.
I know. I'm kind of sad about it.
Dang. And now it's time to pay the price.